what's up, and welcome back to the channel JK1035, and we are back with the series of book reading. So, uh, now the chapter is the fourth law, make it satisfying. So, and the chapter is the cardinal rule of behavior change. So, listen carefully. In late 1990s, a public health worker named Stephen Luby left his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, and bought a one-way ticket to Karachi, Pakistan. Karachi was one of the most populous cities in the world by 1998. Over 9 million people called it home. It was the economic center of Pakistan and a transportation hub, with some of the most active airports and seaports in the region. In the commercial parts of the town, you could find all of the standards urban amenities and bustling downtown streets, but Karachi was also one of the least livable cities in the world. Over 60% of Karachi's residents lived in squatters, settlements, and slums. These densely packed neighborhoods were filled with makeshift houses cobbled together from old boards, cedar blocks, and other discarded material. There was no waste removal system, no electricity grid, no clean water supply. When dry, the streets were a combination of dust and trash. When wet, they become a muddy pit of sewage. Mosquitoes colonies traveled in pools of segments water, and children played among the garbage. The unsanitary conditions lead to widespread illness and diseases. Contaminated water source caused epidemic of diarrhea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. Nearly one-third of the children living there were malnourished, with so many people crammed into such a small space. Viruses and bacterial infections spread rapidly. It was these public health crises that had brought Stephen Luby to Pakistan. Luby and his team realized that is in an environment with poor sanitation, the simple habit of washing your hand could make a real difference in the health of the residents. But they soon discovered that many people were already aware that hand washing was important. And yet, despite this knowledge, many residents were washing their hands in a haphazard fashion. Some people could just run their hands under the water quickly. Others would only wash one hand. Many would simply forget to wash their hands before preparing food. Everyone said hand washing was important, but a few people made a habit out of it. The problem wasn't knowledge, the problem was consistency. That was when Luby and his team partnered with Procter and Gamble to supply the neighborhood with Safeguard soap compared to your standard bars of soap. Using Safeguard was a more enjoyable experience. In Pakistan, Safeguard was a premium soap. Luby told me the study participants commonly mentioned how much they liked it. The soap foamed easily, and people were able to lather their hands with suds. It smelled great. Instantly, hand washing becomes slightly more pleasurable. I see the goal of hand washing promotion not as a behavior change but as habit adoption. Lot easier for people to adopt a product that provides a strong positive sensory signal. For example, the mint taste of toothpaste. They need to adopt a habit that does not provide pleasurable sensory feedback like flossing one's teeth. The marketing team at Procter and Gamble talked about trying to create a positive hand washing experience. Within a month, the researchers saw a rapid shift in the health of children in the neighborhood. The rate of diarrhea fell by 52%, pneumonia by 48%, and impetigo, a bacterial skin infection, by 35%. The long-term effects were even better. We went back to some of the household in Karachi 6 years after. Luby told me over 95% of households who had been given the soap for free and encouraged to wash their hands had a hand washing station with a soap and water available when our study team visited. We had not given any soap to the inventions group and for over 5 years, but during the trial they had become so habituated to wash their hands that they had maintained the practice. It was a powerful example of the fourth and final law of behavior change: make it satisfying. We are more likely to repeat a behavior when the experience is satisfying. This is entirely logical. Feelings of pleasure, even minor ones, like washing your hand with soap that smells nice and lather well, are signal that tells the brain this feels good, do this again next time. Pleasure teaches your brain that a behavior is worth remembering and repeating. Take the story of chewing gum. Chewing gum had been sold commercially throughout the 1800s, but it wasn't until Wrigley launched in 1881 that it became a worldwide habit. Early versions were made from relatively bland raisins, chewy but not tasty. Wrigley revolutionized the industry by adding flavor like spearmint and juicy fruit, which made the product flavorful and fun to use. Then they went to step further and began pushing chewing gum as a pathway to a clean mouth. Advertisement told readers to refresh your taste. Tasty flavor and the feelings of a fresh mouth provided a little bit of immediate reinforcement and made the product satisfying to use. Consumption skyrocketed, and Wrigley became the largest chewing gum company in the world. Toothpaste had a similar trajectory. Manufacturers enjoyed great success when they added flavors like spearmint, peppermint, and cinnamon to their product. These flavors don't improve the effectiveness of toothpaste, they simply create a clean mouth feel and make the experience of brushing your teeth more pleasurable. My wife actually stopped using Sensodyne because she didn't like the aftertaste. She switched to a brand with a stronger mint flavor, which proved to be more satisfying. Conversely, if an experience is not satisfying, we have little reasons to repeat it. In my research, I come across the story of a woman who had a narcotics relative who drove her nuts. In an attempt to spend less time with his egomaniac, she acted as dull and as boring as possible. Whenever he was around, within a few encounters, he started avoiding her because he found her so uninteresting. Stories like this are evidence of a cardinal rule of behavior change. What is rewarded is repeated, what is punished is avoided. You learn what to do in the future based on what you were rewarded for doing or punished for doing. In the past, positive emotions cultivate habits, negative emotions destroy them. The first three law of behavior change: make it obvious, make it attractive, and make it easy. Increase the odds that a behavior will perform this time. The fourth law of behavior change: make it satisfying, increases the odds that a behavior will be repeated next time. It completes the habit loop. But there is a trick. We are not looking for just any type of satisfaction, we are looking for immediate satisfaction. So, the mismatch between immediate and delayed rewards. Imagine you are an animal roaming the plains of Africa, a giraffe or an elephant or a lion. On any given day, most of your decisions have an immediate impact. You are always thinking about what to eat, or where to sleep, or how to avoid a predator. You are constantly focused on the present or the very near future. You live in the what scientists call an immediate return environment because your actions instantly deliver clear and immediate outcomes. Now switch back to your brain self. In modern society, many of the choices you make today will not benefit you immediately. If you do a good job at work, you will get a paycheck in a few weeks. If you are experienced today, perhaps you won't be overweight next year. If you save money now, maybe you will have enough for retirement decades from now. You live in what scientists call a delayed returns environment because you can work for years before your action delivers the intended payoff. The human brain did not evolve for life in a delayed return environment. The earliest remains of modern humans, known as a Homo sapiens, are approximately 200,000 years old. These were the first humans to have a brain relatively similar to our, in particular the narcotics, the newest part of the brain, and the region responsible for higher functions like language was roughly the same size 200,000 years ago as today. You are walking around with the same hardware as your paleolithic ancestors. It is only recently, during the last 500 years or so, that society has shifted to predominantly delayed return environment. Compared to the age of the brain, modern society is brand new. In the last 100 years, we have seen the rise of the car and the aeroplane and television, the personal computer and the internet and smartphone, and beyond. The world has changed much in recent years, but human's nature has changed a little. Similar to other animals on the African savanna, our ancestors spent their days responding to treats, securing the next meal, and taking shelters from a storm. It made sense to place a high value on instant gratification. The distant future was less of a concern, and after thousands of generations in an immediate return environment, our brain evolved to perform quick payoffs to long-term ones. Behavioral economists refer to this tendency as timed inconsistency. That is, the way your brain evaluates rewards is inconsistent across time. You value the present more than the future. Usually, these tendencies serve as well. A reward that is certain right now is typically worth more than one that is merely possible in the future. But occasionally our bias towards instant gratification causes problems. Why would someone smoke if they know it increases the risk of lungs cancer. Why would someone overeat when they know it increases their risk of obesity? Why would someone have unsafe sex if they know it can result in sexual transmitted diseases? One, you understand how the brain prioritizes to rewards. That answers become clear. The consequences of a bad habit are delayed while the rewards are immediate. Smoking might kill you in 10 years, but it reduces stress and eases your nicotine craving now. Overeating is harmful in the long run but optimizing in the moment. Sex safe or not provide pleasure right now. This is 9, and infection won't slow up for days or weeks, even years. Every habit produces multiple outcomes across time. Unfortunately, these outcomes are often misaligned with our bad habits. That immediate outcome usually feels good, but the ultimate outcome feels bad. With the good habits, it is the result. The immediate outcome is unenjoyable, but the ultimate outcomes feels good. The French economist Frederick Bastiat explained the problem clearly when he wrote, "It almost always happens that when the immediate consequence is favorable, the later consequences are disastrous, and vice versa. Often, sweeter the first fruit of a habit, the more better are its later fruit." But another way, the cost of your good habits are in the present. The cost of your bad habits are in the future. The brain tendency to prioritize the present moment means you can't rely on good intentions. When you make a plan to lose weight, write a book, or learn a language, you are actually making plans for your future self. And when you envision what you want your life to be like, it easy to see the value in taking action with long-term benefits. We all want better lives for our future selves. However, when the moment of decision arises, instant gratification usually wins. You are no longer making a choice for a future you who dreams of being fitter or wealthier or happier. You are choosing for present you who wants you to be full, pumped, and entertained. As a general rule, the more immediate pleasure you get from an action, the more strongly you should question whether it aligns with your long-term goals. Whether a fuller understanding of what causes our brain to repeat some behavior and avoid others. Let's update the cardinal rule of behavior change. What is immediately rewarded is repeated. What is immediately punished is avoided. Our performance for instant gratification reveals an important truth about success. Because of how we are wired, most people will spend all day chasing quick hints of satisfaction. The road less traveled is the road of delayed gratification. If you willing to wait for the reward, you will face less competition and often get a bigger payoff. As the saying goes, the last mile is always the least crowded. This precisely what research has shown. People who are better at delaying gratification have higher SAT score, lower levels of substance absence, lower likelihood of obesity, better response to stress, and superior social skills. We will all seen this pay out in our own lives. If you delay watching television and get your homework done, you will generally learn more and get better grades. If you don't buy desserts and chips at the store, you will often to eat healthier food when you get home. At some point, success is nearly every field requires you to ignore an immediate reward in favor of delayed reward. Here's the problem: most people know that delaying gratification is the wise approach. They want the benefits of good habits to the healthy productivity and peace, but these outcomes are seldom top of mind at the decisive moment. Thankfully, it's possible to train yourself to delay gratification, but you need to work with the grain of human nature, not against it. The best way to do this is to add a little bit of immediate pleasure to the habit that pay off in the long run, and a little bit of immediate pain to ones that don't. So, how to turn instant gratification to your advantages? The vital thing is getting a habit to stick is to feel successful, even if it's in a small way. The feeling of success is a signal that your habit paid off and that the work was worth the effort. In a perfect world, the reward for a good habit is the habit is itself. In the real world, good habits tend to feel worthwhile only after they have provided you with something earlier on. It's all sacrifice. You will go to the gym a few times, but you will not stronger or fitter or faster, at the least not in any nostalgical sense. It's only months later, once you shed a few pounds or your arms gain some definition, that it becomes easier to exercise for its own sake. In the beginning, you need a reason to stay on track. This is why immediate rewards are essential. They keep you excited while the delayed reward accumulated in the background. Where we are really taking about here when we discussing immediate rewards is the ending of the behavior, the ending of the any experience is which will become we tend to remember it more than other passes. You want the ending of your habit to be satisfying. The best approach is to use reinforcement, which refer to a process of your using immediate reward to increases the rate of behavior habit staking, which we covered in chapter 5th. Ties your habit to an immediate to which makes it obvious. Then we start reinforcement ties your habit to an immediate reward, which makes it satisfying when you finish. Immediate reinforce can be especially helpful when dealing with habit of avoidance, which are behavior you want to stop doing. It can be challenging to stick with habit like no flavors purchases or no alcohol this month, because nothing happen when you skip happy hours, drinks, or don't buy the pair of shoes. It can be hard to feel satisfied when there is no action in the first place. All you are doing is resisting temptation, and there isn't much satisfaction about that. One solution is to turn the situation on its head. You want to make avoidance visual. Open a saving account and label it for something you want, maybe leather jacket. Whenever you pass on purchase, put the same amount of money in the account. Skip your morning latte. Transfer $5 pass on the another month of Netflix. Move $10 over. It's like creating a loyalty program for yourself. The immediate reward of seeing yourself save money towards the leather jacket phase. A lot better than being ripped you or making it satisfying to do nothing. One of my readers and his wives used a similar setup. They wanted to stop eating out so much and started cooking together more. They labeled their savings account trip to Europe. Whenever they skipped going out to eat, they transferred 50 into the account. At the end of the year, they put the money towards the vacation. It is worth nothing. That is important to select short-term rewards that reinforce your identity rather than ones that conflict with it. Buying a new jacket is fine if you are trying to lose weight or read more books, but it doesn't work if you are trying to both and save money. Instead, taking a bubble bath or going on a leisurely walk are good example of rewarding yourself with free time, which aligns with your ultimate goal of more freedom and financial independence. Similarly, if you are rewarded for exercising is eating a bowl of ice cream, then you will casting vote of conflicting identities, and it ends up being a wash. Instead, maybe your reward is message, which is both a luxury and a vote towards taking care of your body. Now the short-term reward is aligned with your long-term vision of being a healthy person. Eventually has a intrinsic rewards like a better mood, more energy, and reduced stress kick in. You will become less concerned with cashing the secondary reward. The identity itself become the reinforce you do it because it's who you are, and it feels good to be you. The more a habit become part of your life, the less you need outside encouragement to follow through. Incentives can start a habit. Identity sustains a habit. That said, it takes time for the evidence to accumulate and a new identity to emerge. Immediate reinforcement helps maintain motivation in the short term while you are waiting for the long-term rewards to arrive. In summary, a habit needs to be enjoyable for it to last. Simple bits of reinforcement like soap that smells great or toothpaste that has a refreshing mint flavor, or seeing $50 hit your saving account can offer the immediate pleasure you need to enjoy a habit and change it easy when it enjoyable. So that is today's chapter, the cardinal rule of behavior times. So if you want to if you like this, so like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel of JK World 035, and we will meet in again another episode of book reading Atomic Habit by James Clear. So you also read the books, it's so good. I enjoy the reading. So it's completed almost. When I complete this book, when I finish this book, I will buy a new book. I think so. I will read. So bye bye guys, take care.